Hi guys, I'm back. Today it's a cold, rainy day, nasty outside. So I've got some of this stuff on the table here and the stuff behind me. I'm just gonna tear into that, and mine ended up cutting the ends off some ACRs and messing around. I'm just gonna mess around here in the shop, but got a bunch of goodies from one of my places, and got a whole nother trailer load of stuff, so I'll show you that tomorrow when it's nicer out. Hopefully it's a little nicer tomorrow. I don't know if it is or not. It's supposed to kind of rain all week, I guess. I don't know, but might fire up the sluice too tonight. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess around here in the shop. That's about it. I'll get you guys up here on the wall. There's that. There we go. Clean piece of copper. 2 pounds. Clean brass. Put that over here. Couple nice hose clamps. More brass. Probably should keep a few of those, but I ain't too worried about it. Now these. Anything else I can take off with this? Nope. Different size. That in there. There's this. Get that out of there. That looks like that screws down in there. Let me get a pair of pliers. Yep. That looks like brass, too. It is. Well, that changes a lot. We're going to have to jaws of life this. These are a little different than these over here, because these are all brass soldered to a piece of copper. So for me to clean these up, I got to cut these off, which I'm willing to do. I'm just trying to think of how I should do. I don't think there's, I mean, there's brass there. I don't know what's in these. Oh, there's some. Let me think about this. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I thought about this for a minute, and I think I'm just going to process these down as clean brass, dirty brass, and cut this off with the jaws of life. Hopefully, it'll just chop right through these fairly quickly, and we'll get her done. I'm going to try to chop these ends off. Yep. That's some clean number 1 there. So, get off as much as I can there. Oh, lost one. Man, I gotta clean up under my desk, y'all. I got a mess down there. Put that down there. It's gonna be some dirty brass. That's clean. That's clean. I gotta find a faster way to do that. Get a big enough socket, I'll drive over it. I really don't want to go down through there and save that little bit of copper, but that's going to add up. Let me get you on my head, get you guys on my head here, and we'll go over to the jaws of life and see what we can do over there. Actually, I'm gonna get this other one down to this point, and then because this one's gonna need the same thing. So let me get this one down to that point, and then we'll go over there and do that. Get them all out of the way. That I'm going to call clean brass, because it is clean. What's in there? Get this. Need another container for them. Nice stainless hose clamps. All right, let's go chop this stuff up. Now, how are we gonna do this? Standing in the danger zone right there. That's good enough for me. Be a couple of them at a time. Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Okay guys, that was pretty easy. That was pretty easy. Now just pick up the mess, throw it in where it belongs. I'm gonna call that number 2. This is all dirty brass. It's number 2. Actually, this is actually like classified, to me it's like classified as clean brass because it's got copper in it. I'll see if I can't part out some of that copper out of there. Or clean brass, I don't know what I just said. Because it's copper. I guess brass has some copper in it, I don't know. But they don't dock me too much if there's some copper on the brass. So this, we're just gonna go right in there with it. And get that out of there for sure. Maybe. See, these all got a little bit of copper on them. That's all red brass too, guys. There's some copper. Throw that in a straight copper bucket, number 2. I got a little bit of everything everywhere. Another piece of copper. Brass. I don't want to sit there and take them all apart. So with that being said, if you don't know how your yard's going to classify it, don't put it in with all your stuff. Put another box together, take it in there and ask them. That's what I'm going to do with this. And that's a couple, 2 or 3 pounds. So there we go. All right, let's get on to the good stuff. This is all number 2. Because this is all copper. Fire it up and cut these down into a little bit smaller pieces. I don't know if my press is faster or not. One of these days I'll have to test it out and see, but I know eventually it will be faster than this because I've got plans for that. So one day that press will be faster, but for right now I don't know if it is. So, and that's just as easy as flipping the trigger switch on it and going with it. But I'm definitely stick it in this box. One of these days I'm gonna have to take all this in, give me some money, but right now I hate to take it in there. All right, let's get this one of these dudes over here and see what we got. Turn around this way where there's more bolts facing us. What do I do with my 3/8 driver? Here it is. 13. If you guys remember all these bolts I picked up out of that box over there with brass, these are where they came from, whatever these things are. So I will be collecting them as well. A big old nugget. Hey honey, are you coming down to do some work? I think this is some kind of coil, guys. I'll have to break into it, but it feels like copper in that too. I don't know if these are. I have to scratch them. Some of you guys out there might be able to tell me what this thing was at one time, but I sure as heck don't know what it is. So right now it's scrap to me. That's steel. That's all steel. I know that's all steel. I don't know what that is. Non-magnetic. This be number one. Throw this in that box for now. Guess we'll start another brass box, I guess. Those clamps. That socket. I think this is stainless, guys. Nope, it's copper. Copper. That'd be number 2, because that's coated. And I'd say that's silver coated, but I'm not positive. So we're just gonna throw it in number 2. It's some kind of coating. It probably is silver. It ain't. It ain't. It's not oxidizing like silver though. Give me a minute, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to sharpen my cutters and tighten up a bolt. The bolt was loose. That's why I wasn't cutting very good. And I grabbed another box to give you guys a weight on this stuff. Let me get these out of there. Off of these 2 things here, this one and that one, just to give you a weight on how much is here. I'll separate it out. Cutting better, a lot better. What do you guys think? Should I jaws of life this clean number 1 out of this number 2 or send it? I think I'm gonna chop it up. Like that, piece of number 1. That's a piece of number 1. If I jaws of life it here and here, that's a piece of number 1. Here, here, here. Yeah, let's try it. Cut it back here first, I guess. Yeah. I don't like how it's bending my... Don't like that. Now let's just cut it down shorter. Hang on, Matt. Yeah, that's solder. Definitely solder. I could probably run the torch over that and clean that right off. Yeah, I don't like that. Try something else. Where did I see that soldering gun earlier? Sitting somewhere. Next door, I think. Side, I'll show you guys how to get that solder off there. It's real easy. I'm gonna desolder these. See where that solder is on there? I'm gonna desolder these because these plates are too heavy and too big and too clean to throw into number 2. So I'm gonna spend a little time on them. To clean them up a little bit because they're worth cleaning up. The same goes with that one over there and the one behind me. Break that porcelain off. Throw this in number 2. That's all copper too, guys. I got some new toys the other day from Harbor Freight. Guess it's a good time to test them. Let's see what they got here. Got some of these 6-inch extensions. See how they work. Well, that worked pretty good. And I think, guys, I've got so much brass over there. I think I'm gonna go through my brass and separate my red and my yellow brass, because I have so much of it. I think it'd be worth it to separate it out. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. A big old chunk, clean. How did I get that off the last time? It wasn't that tight. Okay, I think everything's apart. Okay, guys, I'm gonna throw it all in here, but I am gonna desolder that stuff tomorrow, but I just want to see what kind of weight's in here. Good little bit. 27 pounds. Not too bad. Okay, guys, that's gonna be the end of that one. 27 pounds is what I ended up with out of this one-sided thing here. I've got a duplicate right here. I've got a duplicate right here, so this is going to be another 27 pounds. So between that, there's 50. What is that, honey? 27 times 2. 54? 54 pounds. Basically number 1 copper. There's a little bit of silver coated stuff in there, or tin coated. But 54 pounds out of those two things once I get that other one tore down. And I'll show you guys on the next video on how I'm going to desolder those and clean that solder off of there. It's super easy, and I think it's going to be well worth it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time.